Burner at wide receiver. As other
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when their body's on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his man, and it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Behind the line, he lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when...
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Oilers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
second down now. Conley, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. He's had a great season, plenty of touchdown passes, but that last throw, not one of his finer moments as it was returned for a touchdown on the pick six. Now he starts again here, 1st and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert. He finds his man. Complete. That's Morgan. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wade. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Oilers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because they'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Herbert now. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll try the left side. Finley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Finley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now out comes Houston.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston.
It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left.
On Herbert, his third interception.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need...
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
He finds his man complete. It's Simmons.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Oilers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Simmons. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Oilers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
The point after is good, and it is 42-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Herbert. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morgan. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here's Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
Well, Houston's offense taking over again. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
In order to lead in the game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get...
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. And now here is another interception.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by Sims. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Point after try forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Houston set to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Oilers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert back to the air. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
19 tight. 19 tight. Cut back team. Cut back team.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man complete. It's Simmons. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Simmons. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Okay, ready? 19,
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.